So your side's exited the FA Cup today. What's your reflection on today's game and today's result?
First half was, I mean, at the risk of not swearing, it's so poor, so poor. I mean, listen, they set up the bank up with a back five, a midfield four, and a lone striker. They allow us possession. We got absolutely nowhere with it. We got no runners in behind. We don't hit any diagonals to our target man and get on bits higher up the pitch because there's no real space to play in their half. A real, low block, which is what they did to us at their place to a certain extent. And they were looking to steal loose passes and counter-attack, of which there were many. And listen, even when we've won games this season, and you and I have spoken, I'm not stupid. I can see deficiencies in what we're doing even when we're winning, and that's not being negative to the boys. It's just things I'm saying. You're nicking, you're getting on the right side of them results at the moment, but we need to improve on X, Y, and Z. But when people are going to defend like that against you, listen. If you're Man City or whatever, and you've got lads who can, recycle a ball 1 and 2 touch and move it around, yeah, I get it. But obviously, they're just we're trying to slide things through, and the pace of the ball's not good enough. We're not on the half turn, and so we've got Alex Cameron up front when we're higher up the pitch, and we can work it to our outside centre back. Play a diagonal ball. We all know it's going there. It's what we do. It's what we've worked on. Get on the bits. Listen, second half we bring Marv on and pair them two up front. And get it up to them, and then work on 155% more to get on the second ball and play high up, and all of a sudden they cannot get out. They can't get out. But in the end, shots on target, none in the first half. No, nowhere near it. Nothing from wide areas. Neither wing back really getting anything of any note into the box. Not high enough. Not brave enough to get high up the pitch. And in the end, you're feeding on scraps. Second half, higher up the pitch, they're clearing it, we're recycling, getting back wide. Probably can still cross it more times, and certainly need to start getting on the end of stuff. But at least there was an effort, a genuine effort in the second half. First half, listen, it was a shambles. We've got lads breaking down on the M5, getting here late for the warm up. One lad gets here and the game's kicked off, so listen, but and they wonder why I want them in at 1 o'clock on a Saturday and not 1:30 and 1:45 and all that, because it's just the way I've been brought up. But in the end I try and change it slowly. But listen, there's a lot I said to them, if you think I'm a nice guy, you might be sadly mistaken, because they've been treated well. The training's really good, very good. I've got some really, really good coaches here that are helping them, and don't see that as a weakness, or if you want to drop the gauntlet, just be careful, because I'll forgive anything, but not running around. And I didn't see anywhere near enough work ethic and desire to go and win a cup tie. I didn't see anywhere near enough. So that's what I saw of the game, in answer to your question.
So I suppose, how do you pick up the lads from here?
Well,
obviously a trip to Bedford.
Well, it starts with pick themselves up. In the end, I say, I keep saying, you've had a good start. But in the end, when does that become an average start? Because you can let it get that way. And I said that prior to the Alfchurch game. I said to him, listen, you had a good start, but you've got football's one of those. You're always one game away from putting yourself back under pressure. And when you perform like that first half, you're going to put yourself under pressure. And that's what I found unacceptable. So first of all, we've got one training session between now and then. Obviously pick the bones out of that, which could take some time. Talk to them about it. Got to have a chat with them on Thursday, because I cannot see that again, and I will not see it again. And players, listen, there's some young ones in there, but there's some experience in there as well. And your leaders have got to lead. And listen, in the end, I'm not one of those who's going to harbour a grudge. I'm sure there'll be changes on Saturday, goes without saying, I would think. But we've got one or two lads who might filter. Billy obviously will be available. I'm not sure about Max Martin. I thought he'd be there or thereabouts today, but clearly not. So yeah, I mean, the personnel changes, I would think, will be a given.
So, like we mentioned, a trip to Bedford on Saturday. It's due to be their first home game of the season. Brand new playing surface as well. Hopefully, good crowd and quite a spectacle. I suppose, what can we expect from that Bedford side?
I think they're all right. I think they're decent. Obviously, they got promoted. They were in the league a couple of years ago. They got promoted last year. They get good support, decent support anyway, I think. So, like you say, if it's the opening of the new ground, then I would imagine there'll be a good few there. Listen, we got to man up. We got to man up. If you get, I don't care who you're playing, whether it's Bedford or X, Y, and Z. If you turn up and play like that for 45 minutes, you ain't going to beat anyone. You ain't going to beat anyone. No matter what step you play or whatever, you'll get beat. I told them pre-season from the first time we met, if I see desire, commitment, honest endeavour, I'll accept mistakes. I'll accept, because it's just part of the game, and lower down you go, they become more frequent, and I get that. I'm not stupid, but I can't watch people just walking about, loping about like they're some kind of Premier League superstar. I can't watch it, because by the way, Premier League superstars don't play like that. They don't play like that. So I've got a lot to think about, clearly. I'm super disappointed, because obviously we knew the draw and we got a home draw. I'm super disappointed for the fans, because we took a good few to Shifnal on Saturday, a good few turned up tonight, 72 hours later, whatever it is, 48 hours later. That's the fourth time we've played on a Monday at home now and not won. So all these things are sort of not lost on me, and I've got to try and get to the bottom of why. Why are we preparing properly? But in the end, I'm not the dad. Do you know what I mean? I can't be there. I don't know what anyone does. I don't know. But in the end, I just trust people to come in and be ready to go, be here and ready to go and play football, and play like you want to win a football match. And listen, the FA Cup's massive for everybody, and I'm absolutely gutted that we're out, and make no mistake, for our first half performance we deserved to be out. Second half was acceptable. We were on the front foot. We got balls in the box without really testing the keeper. I'd have to say, I don't remember him. He made a couple of saves, but listen, we're not ruthless enough in there. But there was a commitment there. First half, miles off it.